Okay, so my name is Marie Saxon, and this is the Cognitive Neurology and Alzheimer's Disease Center at Northwestern University. I graduated from a Master's of Psychology program last year at Villanova and came here to work as a research assistant this past fall. So I grew up in High Point, North Carolina. I went to college in North Carolina, and my mom is a nurse, and my dad works in finance, so doesn't have a science background. So in high school, I always thought that I wanted to go into nursing, like my mom. But at the same time, I don't know how terribly interested in science I was in high school. Once I got to college and started taking psychology and learned about perception and cognitive neuroscience, that was really a turning point for me, and I started getting involved in labs. So I just volunteered in 3 labs during my time in undergrad to try to see what it was like actually like to work in the field. And even though I was volunteering, it was a really good experience because I got to work with animals, clinical patients, kids. I'd say getting involved in labs was probably, the defining point when I decided this is what I wanted to do. So I'm very interested in how kind of lifestyle factors influence risk for getting a disease. So things like diet, things like exercise, pollution, the absence or presence of stress. And so I think what I'd like to do is kind of try to figure out what those things are that elevate your risk for dementia, and then try to implement, more preventative measures earlier on in life, in people's lives, that would hopefully, ameliorate their risk a little bit for developing Alzheimer's or other types of dementias. Aside from our dementia patients, we work with a group of people that we call superagers, and they are all people over the age of 80 who are very cognitively with it and actively engaged in life and exercise. So we kind of we're looking at this almost positive side of the coin of aging that we don't really focus on very much. And so trying to take away from that, so what are these people doing? What about these people is making their aging process and their memories stay intact over time? So that's what I'm personally interested in. Working here has been really great because not only do we get to work with the patients, but we get to, kind of spend time with the family members, and I think we do a really good job of making them feel like, they're really contributing to something and they're taking part in something. And I really enjoy spending time with both the patients and their caregivers. It is kind of a world and a community where if you can really follow your own specific interests, and if you keep at it and stay involved, projects become, even more personal over time, to whereas you're really the driving force behind what you're doing. So if you have an idea that you're passionate about, then it's a great career for you, because it is something where you can, you really can put that idea to work and turn it into something if you work hard and stay at it.